any
have
rate,
several.
the man says, again, thank you. I do not know how I can repay your kindness. Why would you help me?
What can I say? I saw you trying to go and help that child, didn't kill any other people. Decided that we'll better not lose one more good person.
You are outsiders. We have not seen outsiders in a long time. What race are you?
They're gonna look around at the others and go, does it matter?
He looks surprised when you ask that. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Well, doesn't really matter who saved you, does it?
I merely wish to know who you are so I do not offend you with my actions. This is why I ask. No other reason.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
He is being truthful as far as you can tell, Theron.
Yeah, she's just
Okay.
gonna...
Yep, he's truthful, alright.
But yeah, Iris is gonna go, well, might as well tell you. We're human. Some of us.
Please forgive my ignorance. I know many races, but that is not a race I know of.
Ah, another one. Don't worry about it. We don't have any real special customs that you need to know.
Very well then. If I may ask, what brings you all the way out here?
Well, you're king.
You wish to meet what remains of the Golden Monarch?
She nods, but then looks confused. What do you mean, remains?
Our king is an honorable and noble man. The man that sits atop the throne is neither.
Yeah, I had heard that. Apparently, people want him removed.
Is that why you've come? You've come to kill the king?
He looks down for a moment and like up, it's like nods.
Then perhaps it is fate that brought us together. I shall help you if that is indeed your goal.
That would be much appreciated.
Sadly, in my current condition, I do not know how much help I can offer you, but I am a local. I can at least guide you.
That'd be useful. We have someone scouting out right now, but we could use information, such as how people get into the Hanging Gardens.
He thinks for a while before continuing to talk. Your hands are clean. You have spilled no blood from my people. I will do all I can to help you, but I have a condition. So long as you are here, please do not harm any of my people.
Well,
They may
it's too late
are
for
long past saving, but they're all my people still, and they are good and kind. Show them mercy, and I will do everything I can to help you.
As long as it doesn't include the king, then I agree to these terms.
Very well then. In that case, to honor my debt to you for helping me, I shall in turn help you deal with the king. My name is Abdallah, and I shall be in your service until this deed is done.
She nods. Like, I'm Iris. And she motions to the others to introduce themselves as well.
I'm Vira. I'm
Vendrik.
Vira, and this is Gio.
You have a shade inside you. Is that not dangerous?
No, it's quite fine.
I hear their kind is particularly cruel to their hosts.
Gio is fine. We're a special case.
Oh, don't worry. He's very kind to her. Very, very, very kind.
I'm giving you a look.
Your inclinations, Iris, are apparently lost on your new friend, who seems to be very mindful and pure.
Ah.
I'll just clarify.
However, he does look towards your hands, Vira, and notices the thing that you used to wipe his sweat and take care of him while he was unconscious, and without saying anything, he just quietly bows his head towards you in thanks.
I'll just bow my head back. Also, I'll just clarify and say we're married. Hopefully that he knows what that
I'm
means.
going to assume that makes it less clear.
Like,
Probably doesn't do anything to set in these.
You probably can read the expression on your new friend's face. He seems a little bit confused, but he is at least, shall we say, respectful enough not to dig in needlessly.
he'll figure it out probably. It's fine. He gets it. We're chill.
I'm assuming
Yes.
around this time, probably Alyssia is going to come back from her scouting mission.
Actually, did you see my whisper?
Sorry, let me lead it.
Do I need to like roll investigation? I am assuming I would need to.
No, you don't need to, because those questions are very easy to answer, even if you don't have a specialty in that. There are no criminals. There is no motion in the streets. Everybody,
Check.
after eating their night portions, immediately returns to their houses to sleep. There is no commotion in the city. The streets are absolutely empty. There's not even any soldiers. Nothing. The city is completely dead.
Wait, okay, so there's no one actually like noticing Alyssia being in the streets either.
No, you are the only person in the streets.
Okay. Yeah, that case Alyssia is going to make her way back to the house, like fucking
You
quickly
have
before,
never
like when
seen
people
anything
disappear.
like this, as you can imagine. For a city that's so big and so bustling with life, this is the most freaky shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like that sends out like 1,000,001 alarm clocks in Alicia's head. It's like, this is bad, really fucking bad. Like,
This
no,
is
let's get back
probably
to
where
the house.
somebody as paranoid as Alyssia is like, okay, I'm literally gonna fucking die here from paranoia. There's no way this shit's gonna fly.
Alyssia just bursts down the doors. Guys, there's no criminals. No one's being dangerous. Oh God, we're gonna die.
It's more like, you know, like there in her mind it's basically like, there's no way a city is this perfect, like this perfectly organized with like no criminal elements at all. Like that doesn't happen. Like something is very fucking wrong in the city.
So yes, Alyssia is probably gonna make her way back.
Yeah, she basically enters through the door.
Yeah.
I just want to know where he got his bow. Because it looks cool.
And Alyssia addresses the humans. Wait, actually, no, wait. The guy's awake. So she looks at the guy and then she says in demonic, so I guess our charge is awake?
Jesus Christ, we just befriended him too.
Yes, he's
What did
fine.
you call him?
Charge. Their charge.
Charge?
As
Yeah.
in, you know, the person they're taking care of.
Yes.
He doesn't reply.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. She wasn't being offended. She spoke in demonic as to, you know, not give away immediately that we were human.
Yeah. Theron, I believe you wanted to ask him something?
Where he got his bow.
It is a family heirloom. It's been in my family for as long as I can remember.
Wait, did Theron speak in human? Or in common?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you would have understood what I said. That's right.
As you speak in common, he understands you. At first, he looks confused, almost like, "Why do I understand him? This doesn't seem normal." But then he replies out of courtesy in demonic, since apparently that's the only tongue he knows and understands. He looks very confused when you speak in a different language and he understands you. Not sure how to react exactly, and that's what he tells you. Also, he says, "I believe one of my ancestors received it from the king himself back in the glory days when my family was not persecuted. The devotion of my people is voluntary. None here are forced to do anything. They simply do because it is the only way to support the king."
But they are unknowing that he isn't really there anymore.
I have made my case, as has my family, many times about the king's current condition. It matters not to the people. Their loyalty is unconditional. They are honor-bound to do so. The king was a great man. None will speak against him, ever. Even in these conditions, the people will still stand firm behind him. That is what a magnificent man he used to be.
He must have been someone quite magnificent.
He was the first of kings, and he was the greatest of them all. Sadly, since you were here, that means that the prophecy has come true, and he is also the last.
That is correct.
As you confirm his fears, you see that sadness befalls his face.
In fact, Iris is gonna reach back and get like the 2 badges from her pack and basically show them at a distance.
As you flash the badges, the man freaks out. He immediately collapses on his knees and his forehead touches the ground.
From what we have learned, these people were also great in their time.
I do not know why you possess these artifacts, but please put them away.
She does so.
As you put them away, he immediately gets back up to his feet. It is quite dishonorable to carry such a manner by a man who is not of noble birth, but I will assume you have your reasons. As you guys break off the conversation, the person just slowly walks over to one of the corners of the house, kneels down and gets ready to sleep for the night. Considering his current condition and exhaustion, he falls asleep almost immediately.
Is it true that he may be related in some way to the king?
Or part of him.
Yes, I don't know how demons work. So
We mentioned earlier about the king being split. Not as if it was the same man on the throne, but with entirely different aspects to his personality.
that's true, but if that's the case, this guy doesn't seem like he's missing anything. Maybe naive after he got stabbed.
Or perhaps he's what isn't missing.
Yeah.
After
Or
all,
perhaps we'll have to offer
to
him
absorb a
too.
demon's essence, you have to kill him. Perhaps the king wants his essence back.
This
I
is true.
suppose that is true.
But anyway, if we've got this already, let's hope we can find a way into his hanging gardens now we got him. Oh, and by the way, we're not allowed to kill anybody but the monarch. She looks towards Vendrik and Alyssia, and then Theron.
And then yourself, and then Iris.
No, Iris is like... Iris knows how to punch without killing. It's you guys. You guys have sharp objects. She has never
What do you
seen
mean?
you
I've
use.
got a stick.
Yeah, I've literally also
But you
just
have
got
a very
long
Alicia
sharp,
is-
stick.
sharp tongue.
Alicia
I
stares at
didn't want to
Iris.
mention the
Stares
tongue.
at Iris.
I know what you do.
May I inquire why?
Because I made a deal. If we're gonna have his help, make sure you don't kill anybody you're not meant to. You're an assassin.
And how are we getting? And how are we? While I might be able to sneak past the king's army, how are you people going to manage that feat?
That's why we need him. Hopefully he can get us in without being spotted. But anybody we come across, I trust you guys to have a little bit of creativity. Unless somebody's gonna really come after you and you're in dire straits, I mean, of course. I don't ask you to die for this reason.
Fine, I will do my best.
Good. But yes, let's get some sleep tonight. Got a busy day tomorrow.
Right, are you all going to get a full night's rest to get rid of your exhaustion, or are some of you gonna stay up and be on watch duty? Those that stay on watch duty will not recover from the exhaustion.
Are we not able to basically arrange shifts so that everyone can sleep?
You need
And
to
get
get
rid of-
all the sleep you can if you're gonna recover from the exhaustion that you've suffered from getting all the way here. So if people stay on watch duty, those that stayed, they're gonna be exhausted still. If you all sleep, then everybody's gonna recover.
So here's where I'm thinking that perhaps one of our magically gifted people have some way to be alerted when someone encroaches on their location. At least that's what I would do if I had such talents.
Well, you did say you didn't want anyone killed. So I'm gonna have to change up usual sleep.
I don't have any sort of alarm spell, no.
You have illusion.
I'll be
How long
back
can
in
you...
a few minutes.
Okay.
Alicia
It's
simply,
illusions or concentration spells.
Alicia simply nods a thanks towards Vendrik, and doesn't seem surprised at all that Vira does not have such spells.
Ah, Vira, you're
You
so
wanna go?
pure-hearted in,
You
in
wanna
Alicia's
go?
mind.
I mean, at this point, Alicia's basically accepted that Vira is like somewhat naive.
So, Vendrik, you're gonna set up some basic spells to alert you if somebody gets closer to your sleeping location, right?
Yeah, so instead of the usual fireball, mustard gas, paralyzing spells, you know, the fun stuff,
Yeah.
instead I'm gonna set up a series of hold persons, like minor prestidigitations to make alarm sounds,
Gotcha.
thinking clouds,
So all of you
grease
are
spraying.
going to try to get as much rest as you can and get rid of the exhaustion, right?
Basically, I'm gonna make it a non-lethal hellscape.
Yeah, gotcha. Luckily for you, during the night, Alyssia, you would probably, honestly, even though you're paranoid, be the least surprised considering how everybody in the city acts. There are absolutely no incidents. Nobody even remotely comes close. There's literally nobody out in the streets during the night since everybody is busy sleeping. When morning comes around, you hear a horn again in the distance, probably for breakfast. And the people are starting to shimmy outside, shambling in the streets like living corpses. Some of them are carrying dead people, some that have died during the night, and they're probably taking them away so they can be buried. It's a very unsettling sight. You see that those who are waking up, walking on the streets to get breakfast are literally walking next to people who are, well, carrying dead people.
I mean, Alicia is quietly surprised that the city is not using the dead people to feed the other people. Optimization of resources.
For the Emperor. But, that being said, if we're gonna get up, then I suspect this would be the perfect time to start moving out. So,
Your friend seems to be feeling a little better today. The color has returned a little bit to his face. He is already up. As soon as he heard the horn, he immediately woke up like he's a wind-up toy. Probably exactly what happened to the rest of the people everywhere around the city. They're just that conditioned and used to it.
So like, unless I say otherwise, Alyssa's just gonna speak in demonic from now on, because
Gotcha.
simplicity.
I suspect mine's
Not
going to be
so
translated by
but
somebody.
also it's probably a good idea not to speak another tongue in a city that's used to only demonic and no outsiders.
Yeah, that too. So presumably, entering the king's castle during the day is not advised.
If anything, it would be stranger to enter it during the night, since nobody is out in the streets. Our best bet is during the day.
That's what I was thinking. We've got a crowd now. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you before we do anything. Was it always like this? Were they given such little food?
It has been like this ever since the king fell, yes.
I see. I suspect this place was a oasis when he was still alive.
Our kingdom was surrounded by harsh deserts, and yet we thrived thanks to our merciful king who would see towards the future and envisioned a bright future for all of us. That all changed when the overlord came.
Again, the Overlord.
These are all stories I have heard from my ancestors. I was not alive to see them, but I can only imagine what a great ruler he was. Even though he is not the same person anymore, there are still signs of his glory and how much he loved his people.
I see. We better get moving. We don't have much time.
I pray for our success then. And as he says that, he starts making some kind of symbols in the ground with his finger in the sand. He gives a few words of prayer, almost like a hunter who's doing his ritual before a hunt to honor what's about to happen. And then he starts setting out.
Alright.
And as he says that, he takes the road ahead of you and starts leading you through the densely populated slums. The people, for the most part, are minding their own business and working tirelessly. Some of them are passing out. You see that every time he spots something, he starts hesitating. He is obviously struggling between his commitment to you and doing what he thinks is right, but eventually he crumbles every time. He tries to be quick about it, but he always extends a helping hand to the people that seem to be struggling, not wasting much time. Help him then get back on their feet, moving them to the shade, or offering them a moment to recuperate by helping them with something else. Luckily, his side tracking does not slow you down that much. Thanks to the person leading you, that's actually good enough.
Way
You
to be
managed to
consistent.
slip by most of the guard patrols without any difficulties. So much so that you're like ghosts. You don't have to worry about taking care of anybody. Nobody even knows you're there. And it's not long before you leave the slums fully behind you. You start climbing what seems to be an endless flight of stairs. And then you see it. The beautiful sight before you unwinds as you're somewhere far, far above the slums. You are now far, far above the slums in the upper edges of the city. And what you thought was an endless slum, suddenly you look down at your feet and the slum looks like such a small, insignificant piece of the city. As before you unfolds a beautiful oasis. You see green, lush trees and grass. You see a waterfall off in the distance and beautiful tall structures encrusted in gold everywhere around you. A truly majestic and beautiful city. One that if you would conquer, no doubt you would be rich. Not just for yourself, but for your ancestors. The rest of you guys, you can probably find there are some actually exquisite marketplaces and shops around. You may find what you're looking for, and by that I mean your new friend seems to be realizing that as you are, that's not gonna work, so he is attempting to steal some clothes for you, which obviously he intends to return after. Let's see. As you're making your way up the golden steps, by the way, you'll notice an endless line of caravans, camels, horses, people carrying all sorts of gifts and exotic goods up to the palace, no doubt waiting to meet the king himself. By the setup camping areas and such, you can gauge that these people have been here for a long time, and they will continue to be here for a long time.
Is there any way to get some sort of offering to have them open the door for us?
Regrettably, I do not possess anything that may be of use to us. If anything, it would need to be a gift grand enough for others to let us pass them in line. If you look upon these caravans, finding such a treasure would indeed be difficult.
Here, let me search my pockets for something valuable.
Subtlety is not my strong suit.
Gonna be honest, I'm more just amazed at what the fuck is wrong with you, sir.
Vira, since you are good at illusion magic and you recently powered up with Geo, perhaps you might be able to create something, for it will probably be quite a draining experience to maintain it and make it look, shall we say, realistic enough.
Oh.
I mean,
Let's see, what can we...
The only thing...
Vira, if you wanna make a magnificent gift worthy of getting you ahead of this line and noticed by the king and his guards, I'm gonna say the highest level spells you can cast are level 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burn all your 5 and level 4 slots for the day and you will make something grand and worthy enough of the king.
Oh, fuck, man, it's better be real good. God damn, that's a lot of spell slots.
Jeez.
5
Better be a
spells.
fucking diamond-shaped ruby. I guess, well, you better not need noble phantasms, because you're not getting one, or
Right.
I'm gonna
So,
get
anything in
self-sacrificed.
particular you guys wanna make?
A giant heart-sized ruby with gold in it that spells out "I love you."
You know what? It's fair. Since you're the one making it, you can make
Yeah.
it look like that if you want to.
She's thinking
I'm
of
not
Geo
gonna-
while making it.
I'm not thinking. I'm not gonna do a gold like spelling out "I love you," but it'll be like a cool, intricate gold thing inside the giant heart-shaped ruby.
As you, shall we say, go to the side of the steps so it's not in plain fucking sight, you manage to create this illusion. It takes you a good 10 minutes, but when you're done, this is probably the best illusion you've ever made in your life. Honestly, if you do this in the human cities, you can probably go off with a fortune as one of the greatest thieves.
I literally just come out holding this thing, looking really, really tired, but really, really proud, and say, I got us a way in.
It smiles, like patting her on the back. It's like, good job, Vera. By the way,
As people on the steps take notice of the brilliant, beautiful thing that you just masterfully crafted, Vira, commotion starts going up the stairs. After a good 5 or 10 minutes, some guards approach you from the direction of the steps, and they speak in demonic. The king wishes to meet you. You may come with us and join the king in his hall.
Vera,
Do we
you're-
have to go up all these stairs?
It's like, by the way, Vera, you're gonna have to pretend like, you know, you're the noble here, and you're gonna have to, like, give the jewel. I can't speak demonic.
Can she?
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah,
so...
can.
No,
you-
I can technically speak it demonic. I can just have Geo translate for
Yeah.
me. I can mentally speak with him. He can tell
But-
me what to say and how to pronounce it.
The thing is, Jill speaks demonic, not you. So if he speaks up, he's gonna have to do it out loud, and they're gonna notice that the woman is speaking like an old fucking demon guy. Yeah.
Wait, but can't we communicate mentally?
If you you can communicate mentally, but that's not gonna cut it because you cannot pronounce the same words.
Then
easily.
Alyssia.
Demonic is a very difficult language.
Yeah,
You need
give it to
to learn
Alyssia.
Yeah, Alyssia, you act like a I'll be like your handmaiden or your treasurer or something. Just say that I'm mute. Say I'm mute.
Yeah, basically, the two people in this party that can actually speak it are me and Alyssia.
Yeah. By the way,
Like, so
hang on.
I'm mute. You guys are her bodyguards.
Yes.
Monageses.
The guards turn around and start leading you up the stairs, cutting the entire line. It takes you a good 20 or 40 minutes to make it all the way to the top of the temple.
I'm silently looking at Iris, begging for help.
What? Hey! What? Twice?
You got to next.